Hey guys, I'm back again and I have for you today my hashtag Read So Lit TBR. Okay, now I think I spent 2 weeks literally before the 1st of February trying to figure out what I was going to read during February. So at the moment it has been still really difficult and we're already almost like the first week of February is done. But I have a huge stack. So what I decided to do was just make a selective huge list and just read as much from that particular list as I can, because I just struggle. The struggle is real to try to decide. There are so many books that I want to read by African American writers I haven't read yet. So let's get started. First on my list, of course, is this one. Unforgivable Love by Sophronia Scott. As you know, this is the hashtag Read So Lit read along. If you're not caught up to speed yet, definitely check this book out. I've already gotten to page 60 and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So yeah, get on it. I'll put the information below concerning the Goodreads group. That way you can join in if you're still interested. It's never too late to join in. Never too late. Next on my list is We Cast a Shadow by Maurice Carlos Ruffin. I think you've been seeing this one around quite a bit. I had this one pre-ordered because I saw this one last year on, I think it was on Twitter, and it was Roxane Gay was, really, saying this was a good read. So I decided to pre-order it. Now, I have actually started reading this one, and I am currently on page 40. The book is not that long. It's just over 30 pages. It's about race and what if you could change the color of your skin so that it could further help you to insert into the community with so-called no problems. So that's in a nutshell what it's about. Next, I have on my list Black Enough Stories of Being Young and Black in America. This one is edited by E.B. Zoboyi. This is a YA. It's a collection of short stories, and it has a plethora of excellent short story Black writers on here, writing for the point of view of being young. So I've started reading this one. I've only read 2 stories so far, but I'm loving it. I'm just going to be eking this one out through the month because I'm just going to be reading like a short story here or there a day, more or less. Next on my list, I have Black No More, and this is by George S. Schuler. This is another story about race, particularly about someone changing from black to white and how they get along in society. But this one is a book that is kind of it's a backlist. This one was published, let's see, 1999, so it's a good backlist. And I've heard nothing but good things about this one. So hopefully I'll get to this one. It's a short one. It's a short one. Next on my list is Zora and Me, The Cursed Ground. This is a middle grade, and this is by T.R. Simon. This one was sent to me for review, so I will most likely be reading this one this month. This one is a story that stars Zora Neale Hurston as a child in the story. And it takes place around a predominantly black town. So I thought this was kind of interesting. It's kind of got a little spooky vibe to it. But yeah, middle grade. So I'm looking forward to picking this one up. Next on my list is Dear Ancestors, Poems and Reflections on the African Diaspora, C.P. Patrick. Whew. Okay, I read this one twice. I sat down and read it, and then I quickly opened it back up again and reread it. This is one fantastic book. I will most likely be doing a review of this one over on my blog. I'm working on it at the moment, so I definitely recommend it. It's really good. Next on my list is Evas Man by Gail Jones. Now, Gail Jones is is a writer that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I first discovered Gail Jones, I think it was 2 years ago when I read Corregidora, which I also did a review for. If you want to check out the review that I did of Corregidora, just check it out in my list of reviews. And I'm really interested in reading Evas Man because I've heard so many people say, oh my God, you need to do a review when you read that book. And I just love Gail Jones' writing. And yeah, if you haven't got into Gail Jones, Evas Man might be the way to start. I'm not sure because I haven't read it yet, but hopefully I'll be reading this one this month. But definitely Corregidora is a must read. Very, very good book. Next on my list is A Little Yellow Dog by Walter Mosley. Now, come on now. You know my love of Easy Rawlins and this whole Easy Rawlins series. I think this is book number 5 in the Easy Rawlins series. I need to get jump started on that because I want to read all the way through to the end by the end of this year. So yeah. Next on my list, I have So Much Blue by Percival Everett. Now, Percival Everett is also another African-American writer that I've heard a lot about, especially on Denise D. Cooper's channel. And so this one, I think, is his latest book. But this one came out, I want to say came out 2 years ago, 2017. So I'm going to start here with the latest book instead of starting. I have, I think, maybe one other Percival Everett, which is a little bit older, but I'm going to go with this So Much Blue because I like the way it sounds on the back. Yeah. It's about a young watercolorist in Paris. Okay, I love watercolor and I love Paris. Next on my list is Praise Song for the Butterflies by Bernice L. McFadden. Now, you know how much I love Bernice L. McFadden, so I can't wait to get to this one. Now, my mother was so nice enough to go to Bernice L. McFadden's book signing. So she got me this signed copy. Thank you, Mom. And yeah, so I can't wait to get to this one. And yeah, if you haven't read any Bernice L. McFadden, any of them will do. Okay? Any of them will do. They're all good. I mean, excellent even. So yeah, look out for a review of this one. There's definitely going to be a review of this one. Next on my list is Heavy, an American Memoir by Kizzy Lehman. Now, I'm sure you've seen this one in a lot of places as well. This is the autobiography of Kizzy Lehman, and it is blurbed by Roxane Gay. Oh my God. Heavy is astonishing, difficult, intense, layered. Wow. Just wow. Okay, wow. Okay, so if Roxane Gay is saying wow, then we better believe it. So, I mean, I think I've seen quite a lot of people talk about this book that have read it, and I haven't heard anything bad about this book. So I'm going into this one knowing that, rest assured, it's probably going to be really good. All right, next on my list is The Baby Dolls, Breaking the Race and Gender Barriers of the New Orleans Mardi Gras Tradition by Kim Marie Vaz. So this is a book that I picked up the last time I was in New Orleans, and I was, you know, like, I knew about the baby dolls, but I don't know all of the back history about the baby dolls. So I thought, I'm going to pick this book up, and this is going to give me an insight into my culture and my city that I don't have all the details on. So look out for a review of this one as well. If I don't get to this one this month, I'll definitely get to it next month. It is something that I have been wanting to read and understand a bit better. And I think it's something that maybe you guys don't know about either. So yeah, it'll be interesting for me to read this one and review it. And last but not least, I have Grace by Natasha Dion. And this book came out a while ago. Yeah, this came out a while ago. 2016, okay? And this is a story about a slave. That's all I'm gonna say. Slave story. So I'm looking forward to this one. Beautiful cover. And I did read the first chapter and I was gripped. Okay, gripped right from Jump Street. So yeah, this one has to get read this month. Yeah, it's got to get read this month. So if I put a short list of what I think I will definitely read this month, I will probably say, let's see, I'm going to try to make a list of the things that I think I will probably get to. Hopefully. It's going to be this. Okay, there you go. It's going to be this, I think. If all goes well, I think it'll be this. But then, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll get sidetracked or feel like I want to read something else, because I really have a lot of trouble with sticking to TBRs. This is the reason why I picked such a large range of books to limit myself to, so that I wouldn't have to be plowing through the shelves trying to find something to read. I have a list that I can choose from. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the books that I have a possibility of reading this month. And why don't you link below some of the books that you will be reading this month that are specifically from African American writers. So I'll be back really soon with another video. Bye-bye.